We got to talk about them Lions, man. I know Bang don't want to, but we gonna end the show with that. Talking about the Lions. They won last night, 24-23. Over the Los Angeles Rams. Jared Goff went 22-27, 277 yards passing, 1 touchdown. David Montgomery, man, I'm happy for Demo. Demo, 14 carries, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Jameer Gibbs also put in 25 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 110 yards receiving. Josh Reynolds, the former Ram, put in 80 yards also. They really spread the ball around last night. That defense was great. Real good stand on that 3rd and 14 towards the end of the game. I really thought that Sean McVay should have went for it. I was surprised he was conservative. We don't really see Sean McVay be conservative. But on the other side, Matthew Stafford did not have a bad game. 25 of 36, 367 yards, 2 touchdowns. Puka Nacua was set the rookie receiving yard. I don't know if it was rookie receiving record or all-time playoff receiving record, but 9 receptions, 181 yards, and 1 touchdown. Arguably should have been, that was a flag on that last one, but that was a no call from the offsides call they didn't call a couple quarters earlier. My question is this, and this is not even quite, this is a fear of mine. There's a great chance that, not a great chance, but there's a chance that we could have an all NFC North NFC Championship game, and will make me vomit. And honestly, I don't know if I would watch it, to be completely honest with you. It really, because I feel like Detroit can beat the Eagles and the Buccaneers. I'm worried about that. But just from giving Detroit's perspective, we talk about, rebuilds. They did it the right way. I remember a couple years ago when Man Campbell had that press conference. He was like a Roy head. Like, people even taking him seriously? It's not 1987. What kind of football is that? But they've built this up the way you're supposed to build it up. And now they're in this position right now to have a chance to go to the NFC Championship game for the first time since that Barry Sanders-led team. I got to go to Bang first because you said nobody cared about the Lions. I'm going to go to you first. Taking your hate away from Detroit Lions, what did you see this weekend? About obviously your mind hasn't changed, but what about them that you see that kind of stuck out?
Not a goddamn thing. Like, I'm not saying this because of hate either. Not a goddamn thing. They just got an aggressive ass coach, and they went against a team that is just not as good as them. They had pieces like Puka is cold. I did not think that was gonna happen at all. But Matt Stafford got his ass beat that game. I guarantee you that man it had to take some cortisone shots during that game yesterday. Call me this week. Like when they play whoever they gonna play, call me this week. Because I do think that I don't think that they're gonna pass it. Because they head coach got a tendency of thinking he's better than what they are. So he'll fuck it up. He'll mess up a bad head in spades if you let him sometimes. So a game like that and winning it and the excitement they felt for Jared Goff might end up being the shit that fuck them up in the end because they feeling themselves. So yeah, call me next week. And plus, I don't want to hear about no goddamn Packers versus Lions NFC Championship game. Ain't none of us even think about ever seeing a NFC Championship game that will feature them two teams, let alone the goddamn Lions. So oh man, fuck them.
Well, Courtney is shaking her head as soon as I brought it up. Well, she was just like, it's like she wants me to get to better pastures.
Because this is crazy. Y'all are letting these people live just like rent free, like right here in the old noggin. It's crazy.
I'm trying, but what did you think about the Lions' performance this week?
I don't think about the NFC North at all.
Like, this
is crazy. I haven't thought about the NFC North since like the Pastronaut, okay? When maybe there was like a little bit of intrigue that like maybe almost all of the teams in that division had like maybe a little something intriguing, but then I don't want to say it, but like there's a certain Chicago-based football team that didn't do what they needed to do against the Packers. So then
you're not lying.
I completely turned that part of my brain off.
You're not lying. You're not lying. We're responsible for a lot of stuff.
You see this? What little speck of interest and intrigue that I had for that. First off, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? How dare you learn something from this? Because all I wanted was for the Bears to beat the Packers. I'm not some Packers fan. I can't stand Matt LaFleur's smug little rat face. Sorry if you're listening to this. I'm sorry.
No, we're not sorry. Fuck you. Mikey and Dante.
I can't. So yeah, I'm a little heated that it didn't happen. So that being said, I mean, good for Detroit, I guess. Who cares? Get Eminem off my TV. He stinks. All right.
Yeah, no, keep Eminem. Get rid of Big Sean. Well, anyway,
you saw how they tried to sneak him. Yeah, speaking of, you saw how they tried to sneak him in that Legends photo. I said,
yeah, you're not fooling me.
Big Sean. I saw what you did there,
Mr. Eat the cookie like I'm loose. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, Mikey, we're gonna go to you, then we'll go to Dante, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. What's your thoughts from this weekend? What happened with the Lions?
I thought it was a really good game, but to piggyback off your comments, Dan Campbell actually outcoached Sean McVay, man. It comes down to the Rams' inability those 3 times that they had to settle for field goals, not scoring 7 there. You lose by 1, the holding call, or the no call on the Puka play, and then them for being forced to punt, they never got the ball back. But good for the Lions. It is what it is, man. I hope that we can have a resurgence like them next year. And now they have a really good pathway to at least make the NFC Championship game and face the winner of the Niners Packers. I think it's going to be Niners. So we're looking at a Niners Lions matchup, and I think it could get ugly for Jared Goff there.
Dante, close us out, brother.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Detroit. Mikey hit the nail on the head. They really did their thing in the red zone, and that's what was the key to victory. You giving up 12 there and not giving up 7 in any of those scenarios is why you won the game. As for the all NFC North potential NFC Championship game, I welcome it because, again, at this point, I need George McCaskey, Mr. I am not a football guy, I am a fan. There has to be something to trigger him. So if you're a fan and you see 2 of the biggest teams in your division in the NFC Championship where your team is still struggling to get shit together, and that don't shake you, nothing will. So I would actually welcome that matchup. I do think they both have a very good opportunity to get there, given who they could potentially face. So, Detroit has done it the right way, and I think Detroit is another example of just because a team says we're committed to running the football doesn't mean they're not going to throw that bitch. Like, they run the ball well, but Jared Goff is still allowed to move the football, and we've seen that often do some great things. They probably could have had more than 24, but like we said, the Rams definitely should have had more than 23. But still, shout out to Detroit, and that was a solid game, solid victory.
And paper on display, haters old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna